Hi everyone, my name is Cecily and welcome to my channel, The Lover's Astro and Tarot. This reading is for anyone whose sun, moon, or ascendant is in the awesome sign of Virgo. So, Virgo, you have a lot going on this month. It looks like it's actually going to be a tumultuous month in terms of love. So, let's take a look. Because the first thing that you actually have is the Ten of Swords. So, there's going to be something that happens at the beginning of the month where you're going to feel a little bit betrayed. Actually, I don't even want to say a little bit. You're going to feel betrayed by some of the things that are brought up by this partner of yours. It's going to actually make you feel left out in the cold. So you're going to have to rethink this relationship. Now, this could be by your own doing and your own decisions, and the reason why I say that is because it's connected to the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So the Two of Pentacles in reverse, anytime you get a 2 in a spread, it's always going to be about choice. It's always going to be about me or them, black and white. There's no gray in a 2. It's very much about who we want to be. And the Two of Pentacles in the original deck, I'll hold the card up, is actually a card that is about juggling circumstances or juggling two sides of yourself or two opinions. So you might be at a place, Virgo, where you're changing a lot and you're in this partnership, and a lot of the things that are going on around you, you're not sure if this is the person for you or not. So you're juggling and you're trying to make a decision, and you make one and then it doesn't stick because it doesn't feel right, and you keep going. Excuse me. And you keep going, and each time you get a little bit closer to what's true to you, but it's still something that is taking too long. It's still something that is breaking your heart. It's still something that's hurting. And that's where this Ten of Swords is coming from. This Ten of Swords is coming from this indecision, coming from the fact that maybe you're either juggling two partners, or you're at a place where maybe this partner is no longer in your life, especially with the Ten of Swords. You might have taken too long to make a decision. So this is saying you're very much caught in your thoughts. You're very much stuck in thinking and feeling about this person and going in that, that cycle of questions of what are they doing, and what if they're with this person, and who not who are they with necessarily, but what are they doing, and how do I get to them, and why haven't they called me, and do they really care, and do they ever love me? Like, all of those questions are going to be there, and that's where this Ten of Swords is coming from, because it's very much about our thoughts. It's not about something that actually happens. Sometimes it is, but it's a rare occasion when it actually comes out in deed. It's more something that you're having nightmares about, you're having hard times about, but it is also the end of a cycle, which means you're at the end of a cycle with this person. I do see that this is a relationship that you're actually walking away from. I think this is a relationship you're actually already out of, and you're still just kind of going through the motions of getting over everything because you're having a really hard time, because you're so attached, you're so loyal, you're so devoted, and this person is the person that you saw yourself being with. This person is the person that you saw yourself living a lifetime with. But I do see that there was fear around expressing that, and maybe that's why it didn't come to pass. You have two tens in your spread, and both tens are the negative tens. They're not the positive tens. So you have one at the very beginning and one at the very end over here, and it's letting me know that this is the time for you to let go. This is time for you to let things go from the past. Now, the card that you have directly next to the Ten of Swords is the Six of Pentacles, which is all about generosity. So this is saying, if somebody hurt you, and they hurt you badly, it might even have been something you saw. It might not have been an actual betrayal. It might not have been them cheating or them lying or anything like that. It can be lies, because the Ten of Swords has to do with words and communication. But overall, I would say it's probably something that you saw, something that you thought, something that you heard that made you question who this person is. And then the Six of Pentacles is here saying, whatever you're fearing, you're decided to be generous in it. You're not going to get revenge. You're not going to try to hurt them. You're not going to do anything. There's just a part of you that thought, wow, that was really funny. Like, you're at the point where you're like, I didn't expect you to do something that was maybe that silly, or that wasn't really like you. The way you're changing the view of your partner, you're realizing that you can be very generous with them in a way that you didn't think you could. But that generosity is coming from a point of realizing that this isn't for you and you're just going to have to walk away. And that's where this Eight of Cups comes in. The Eight of Cups is our memories, our past, our things that we connect to and that we cherish in a relationship with somebody. So if this person is somebody that is in the past, this relationship is with somebody that's on your mind, very important to you, very much emotionally connected to you, but they're still not present in your life. It's just an emotional connection. It's not something that's still standing there. They're not in front of you every day. You're not going through the arguments. All of those things have passed and been in the past, but you're still emotionally connected to them, and you're at the point where you're ready to let go. You're ready to walk away. And all those memories are going through your mind, and it's very difficult for you to make the final decision, but overall, you know that this is an Eight of Cups. So that means 8 out of the 10 cups that you could have. That's pretty good, right? But at the same time, it's like getting an 80%. Nobody wants an 80% in terms of love. And it seems like it's there, everything is there, and it's really hard to walk away from, because it seems like the best bet that you're going to get when you get an Eight of Cups, which is why most people have such a hard time walking away, which is why it's such an emotional card. It's like, oh my God, this person has 80% of what I want in a person. It's almost there. I think it's there. And because it's so close, it's so tormenting for you to be next to this person, because they offer so much of what you want, but it's not the whole package. And when I say it's not the whole package, it's not the whole package because directly underneath you receive the Empress in reverse. So the Empress in the upright position is the major arcana. This is about a woman, even a man, that is very powerful, strong, knows how to rule, knows how to show their strength in a positive way, uses their power and their influence to make people love them. Not something that is overbearing, not something that is casual either. It's not nonchalant. It's a real type of love. So that means that this person was love to you on a very big level. This person was exactly what you want. But there was still something that was missing because she's in reverse. There was still something that didn't quite fit. Maybe you couldn't quite express yourself because the Empress is creative energy, and sometimes it has to do with the way we express ourselves, the way we express love and our emotions. So maybe you're sitting here feeling with this person that this is the person for you, and they have 8 out of the 10 cups that you need, but you're sitting there thinking, wow, they have all 10 cups, but really you're uncomfortable when you're actually in the relationship. The relationship itself is making you uncomfortable. So it's kind of like close but no cigar, and there's a part of you that doesn't want to walk away, but you will. You'll walk away early month after you have that kind of reawakening and you go through this 10 of Cups phase where you realize the relationship is kind of at a halt, coming to an end. Things have slowed down. There's no more communication. You start to pick yourself back up, which is the 6 of Pentacles, and then you walk away from it completely because you know it's not emotionally serving you anymore. And at that point, you open yourself up to the energy of the Magician. And the Magician is all about building what you want in a life. So now you're becoming really clear about what it is you need in partnerships. I want a man who does this. I want a man who does that for me. I want a man who not only does things for me, but how can I give? How can I open myself up? How can I create what I'm looking for? How can I be my word when I give something of myself in a relationship? What is it that I'm bringing to the table? Well, with the Magician, you're bringing everything. You're bringing swords, you're bringing pentacles, you're bringing cups, you're bringing wands. It means you're bringing energy, you're bringing passion with those wands, you're bringing emotion, you're bringing nurture with those cups, you're bringing love with those cups, you're bringing security and warmth and wealth with those pentacles, and you're also bringing a mentality and a liveliness with those swords. So there's a lot there in terms of what you have to give in a relationship, and that's what this magician is saying. It's saying you're open yourself back up. You're now no longer at a 0, you're now at a 1. So a 1 is the door is now open. The session is now started. I am now open and ready to create what I'm looking for in a relationship. And I'm going to go ahead and actually do that. I'm going to move forward in that decision instead of being stuck in the past and being stuck in this juggling act and being, suppressing your real feelings and your real emotions for the security or maybe even just the sake of holding on to things. Maybe this Two of Pentacles, because you're in the upright position, it's about juggling. In the reverse, it's about stopping the juggling. It's about stopping doing what you're doing. So maybe you've come to a really clear decision on what it is that you want, but maybe it's too late with this Ten of Swords, Virgo. Maybe it just wasn't something that happened right away because it took you a long time to get through that process, and now you're walking away from this person, and it may be unintentional, but it's something that needs to happen. Look at this Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is actually going to represent you in this reading, Virgo, and he's in reverse. Now, that's not the worst thing ever, but a Knight of Swords in reverse means that you're hurt. It means that you feel not abandoned, but look at his face. There's something in his face that says that he's emotionally in turmoil. And in reverse, it very much is about you probably having a conversation about what this person's needs are, and you realizing that you can't meet their needs or they can't meet your needs, and that even though they're perfect for you, your lives are being realigned in two different ways, in two different situations, so that you no longer have to struggle with this. You no longer have to struggle with the burden of the relationship. And like I said, this is somebody that you want, and I get that. This is somebody that you love. I get that too. But some relationships bend you in a way that make you uncomfortable. And if you're in a place where this person isn't somebody that you have been able to give to 100%. I know we all want it to get to the point where we can, and we're all hopeful, but sometimes relationships are more complicated than that. Sometimes what one person sees as a compliment is an insult to another person, and be aware that you and your partner are opposites, especially with this Two of Pentacles being here. You're not on the same page in terms of what you want in a relationship anymore, and you're not on the same page of who you are in people, who you are as people. There's just a lot that's going to happen that's going to allow you to both change, because it's not about you growing up, it's about you freely expressing who and what you need in a partner, and maybe not being so careful about what it looks like, and being more connected to the fact that you can be present and open and happy in a relationship while you're actually there, instead of daydreaming about this person, loving this person from afar, and then whenever you're next to them, there's this sort of clash or this sort of discomfort because neither one of you are actually opening up and being who you are in the relationship and the way that relationship needs to take place and what needs to happen between the two of you to actually make it work. There's a lot of fear in terms of you guys moving forward in this relationship, and I think that's because both of you want it so bad, but with both of you wanting it so bad, you've got this different approach, and this approach isn't serving you and making the relationship any better or making, the love any higher. It's really just creating a diversion for you to have a safe reason to slip away, for you to have the ability to change your mind about this person, about this Queen of Cups that just came out for you. So actually 3 cards fell out. So I'm seeing this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles basically have no more strength in order to carry on this relationship because they have strength in the reverse. So I don't think that the relationship is something that is going to end, but I do think that the relationship is at a point where it's run its course and it doesn't have enough strength for it to carry out what needs to happen in a healthy relationship. It's kind of at the point where it's on its last leg and you're trying to defend it, but as the month moves forward, when you get to this 10 of Wands towards the end of February, you're going to realize that you want to put down this burden of the relationship. You want to let it go. You want to be able to have something that makes you feel good and not just that you're emotionally invested in. That emotional investment has to feel great. It has to feel better than being alone. It has to feel better than being with anybody else. And that's what you're claiming, Virgo. That's what you're opening up to with the Magician. So with that being said, it's not about you relying on your strength. Your strength is already there. It's about you putting down the burden and realize, okay, sometimes it's okay for me to let my guard down, to be vulnerable, to open myself up to the possibility of something new if that's what I need, or to realize, hey, this person might not be the person for me. They're still a good person. Maybe I can change some things next time I'm in a relationship, and they'll change some things next time they're in a relationship, and it'll make it easier for us to either heal ourselves outside of the relationship and then later become friends or get back together. But at the same time, I think the strength of the relationship and holding on to this, holding on the hope that this person is coming back, has just kind of run out in the month of February. So with that being said, Virgo, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I know it was really harsh and there were some things that we went through together. But overall, I do think that it's for the best in terms of you letting go of some things and realizing what's healthy, what's not. And I love you guys. I hope you enjoy your February as much as possible. Like I said, I know it was a lot, but I hope you guys are good through the month of February. I love you so much. I'll see you in March, and thank you so much for all your likes, comments, and subscribes. See ya.